Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
Well, we're on the way. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, I get the feeling, Peter, that this guy, Michael Elise, will be very much on show here. He's, I think, superb in that position on the right-hand side. I don't want to see him moved anywhere else in the team because he's expert in that area. And I think the next phase in his career...
Mbappe! Looking for... Oh, that is asking for trouble. Kone. Oh, this is a great position. Rafinha. Muscular approach does pay off here. Saliba. And it's Doué.
Doué really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Moved on forwards. Marquinhos. Marquinhos forwards and with intent. Upamecano cuts out the pass. Doué. Vinicius Junior. Rafinha. Well read, nice interception. Olise. João Pedro. Rafinha.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Kone. Koundé. Charging forward, the ball at his feet. And here's Rafinha. And the ball's come loose here. Upamecano. Chouameni. Dembele. Played towards the other side. Gabriel. Bruno Guimaraes. Gabriel chooses to go cross-field. Bruno Guimaraes. Now it's João Pedro. And it's gone back to the keeper. Upamecano. Digne. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. And it's Doué. Oh, smashing header! It's in!
What a super start! A total shocker for the opponents. Talk about how to wrestle control. That's how you do it.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Mbappe demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
So, a breakthrough already. Gerson. Rafinha. Gerson. Alexandro. Rafinha. Gerson. Clipped into space. That's going to go a long way. That's the throw. Marquinhos. Searching pass he's played there. So nearly the perfect ball. Kone. Koundé. Kone. Kone. Olise. Oh, good ball. Mbappe! Rafinha. Kone. And here's Mbappe. And it's Dembele. Over to the left. Dembele. Aimed in towards the centre. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Bruno Guimaraes. Marquinhos. Gabriel, played over towards the opposite flank. Rafinha. That's a nicely weighted pass.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Mbappe, spread out to the left. Digne. And here's Doué. Elects to cross. Danger averted for now.
France clearly are looking formidable down that left-hand side, the current supply route.
That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Gabriel. Gerson. Rafinha. Chouameni shifted upfield. That is a brilliant interception. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Rafinha. And it's been given away. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. The shot! It's a loose ball. Koundé gets good distance on it. Kone. Upamecano, and he goes cross-field. That's a throw. Doué. Dembele. It's Dembele! Oh, a very decent attempt. Brazil going about it patiently, perhaps too patiently. Marquinhos. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Kone, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Chouameni. Now it's João Pedro. And it's Alexandro. Alexandro, delicate ball, and it needs to be. It'll be a throw-in. Alexandro. Vinicius Junior. Koundé. Doué. Short changes him with that pass. Gabriel. That's really well manoeuvred. Out to the left it goes. Vinicius Junior. Bruno Guimaraes. Rafinha. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Rafinha simply can't escape his critics. He deserves an earful after that.
Rafinha. And it's played forward. João Pedro. Upamecano is the guilty party there. Now it's João Pedro. And he's heaved it away. And it's Alexandro. Rafinha. That's an excellent interception. Koundé, aim forwards. Now it's Mbappe. He's got away. Out to the right. Gerson. Marquinhos is onto it in a flash. Upamecano. João Pedro. He's had a shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Kone. Chouameni, gently done. And it's Digne. Great defending, strong and determined. Marquinhos. Kone. And here's Olise. Olise. And they've been given a corner. Gabriel with the clearance. Kone. Gets it away. Strong running down that left flank. He has found the way through. Rafinha. Gerson moved on forwards. Rafinha. Dembele. Inyad, who's set up one goal so far. Chouameni. It's gone for a throw-in. Gerson. Alexandro. Bruno Guimaraes. Rafinha. Vinicius Junior. And it's been taken short. Lovely feet. Hit into the middle. Shot, surely! They've scored! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And here's Kone. Olise. He's in a good position here. The chance for a shot! And again the keeper stands strong. Gabriel. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Olise. And it's Dembele. Oh, such a clever touch. And here's Doué. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Saliba. Chouameni. Olise. Koundé. Kone. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Olise plays it short. Defending of the desperate variety. And it's Kone. Played out to the right. Deftly away. Koundé. Played out towards the right wing. Gerson forwards and with intent. Rafinha. Now it's João Pedro. He's shifting through the gears here. Real chance! Really nicely worked opportunity. That's some lovely exchanges.
Well, that's how you penetrate the numbers, with very shrewd movement and passing precision, and all done at pace.
Now it's Mbappe. Alexandro. Gerson. Oh, good spread. That's very neat. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Rafinha. Dembele. Saliba. Upamecano. Kone. Upamecano looks to the other side. Marquinhos. And it's played forward. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Oh, that's nice. João Pedro. Oh, the whistle's gone. What's he given? The referee has given a free kick just outside the box.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
There could be trouble here. And for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Kone. Gerson. Gabriel. Alexandro. Good play on the left-hand side here. Alexandro. Vinicius Junior. And here's Rafinha. Now this could be a chance. Tchouaméni. Digne. And it's Dembele. Dembele chooses to go cross-field. And here's Mbappe. Plays it out wide. And he thumps it clear. Kone. And the shot's on here. Gabriel, aim forwards. Ooh, a delicate chip through. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Kone. Olise. Comes under pressure and it's come loose. Saliba. Tchouaméni. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Koundé. Kone. Koundé. Koundé making good progress on the right-hand side. Alexandro did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Nice looking ball. Can he finish? Saliba. That's really well manoeuvred. Doué. And here's Elise. Oh, that's a nice ball. Now it's Doué. Doué played out to the left flank. Oh, it's played into the area. Marquinhos shifted upfield. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Tries to dink it through. Saliba tries to clear. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Upamecano. Kone. Olise. Mbappe played out towards the right wing. And out it comes again. Saliba cuts it out. Vinicius Junior. Tchouaméni has a foul. A simple decision for the referee. They've got rid. Played back in. Gerson has found the net here, of course. Rafinha over to the left. And here's Vinicius Junior. There's the shot! Marvellous goal!
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Brazil go into the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Elise. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! Nice control. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Marquinhos aimed forwards. And it's Dembele. Digne. Digne crosses. No, that's not going to find its target. Alexandro, and he goes cross-field. Digne. And here's Dembele. Dembele's cross. Koundé. Back in once more. Tries to get it clear. Marquinhos. That's a quick glance. That's really well manoeuvred. And that was very necessary. And it's Guimaraes. Bruno Guimaraes. Brilliantly cut out. Tchouaméni gets it clear. Rafinha, now he's got space here. And there's the end of the first half. Brazil come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. So there was the first half.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied, it was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Brazil head into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Saliba, Tchouaméni, Dembele. And here's Doué. Cleared without complication. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Marquinhos. Gerson. Gabriel. Alexandro. Played towards the other side. Oh, played through for the wide man. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Marquinhos gets across to intercept that. Rafinha is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Kone. Doué. Dembele. Doué. And here's Dembele. Rafinha. Bruno Guimaraes. Played out to the right. That's a little off target. Saliba. João Pedro. Rafinha. Vinicius Junior. That's an imaginative pass.
The first time we've seen them try that, it's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Well, they've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. Gerson, gently done. João Pedro. It's a good look. He goes for a shot! And he hits the net! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Oh, you've got to love that. Concentration, conviction, contact, and sheer class.
So the lead now is 2.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
And it's Koundé. Olise. That has found him in acres of space. And he's there to get it away. Oh, the movement is slick. Upamecano concedes a free kick for that. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Digne. Marquinhos. Gerson. Gabriel. Vinicius Junior is onto it in a flash. Chouameni. Doué. Dembele. And here's Doué. Doué spread out to the left. Shot a goal! Really well taken goal. That is simply top draw, beautifully served up and deliciously finished.
Mbappe really has pulled off a difficult skill which needed expert timing. That was expert timing.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Gerson. Alexandro. Gabriel. Alexandro. Rafinha. Gerson. Vinicius Junior. Out to the left it goes. That has been cut short. Olise played over towards the opposite flank, and it's Digne. Dembele. And it's played forward. Digne crosses. Alexandro gets rid without sophistication. Calmly anticipates. Doué. Crossed into the middle. He can get that clear. Saliba gets over and intercepts. And here's Dembele. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe ploughing through the middle. Olise. Played out wide. And here's Kone. It's a mighty effort! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
He simply mistimed the header, and it was as if he knew it wasn't going to work out.
Gerson. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Well, this defence now knows that they have to reduce his movement because they've allowed him to run free.
Moved on forwards. Saliba. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Now it's Olise. Dembele. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Alexandro. Gabriel. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Now it's Dembele. Turns and goes back. And it's Kone. João Pedro. Now it's Rafinha. Do have a chance to counter here. Alexandro. That's a good run down the left. Gabriel makes the interception. And it's Doué. Mbappe.
France are pressing a lot, not just the front line, but as a whole unit.
Quite, you got it.
Yeah, it's pretty sapping, especially at this stage, Peter, but they need to be quick with the press here.
Great challenge, time to perfection. And that has been clubbed away. Digne. Dinks one through. That's a nicely shaped ball. Saliba. And he goes cross-field. Koundé. Lobbed in behind. It's out for a goal kick. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. Defending of the desperate variety. And it's Alexandro. Olise with the slide tackle there. Olise did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Tries a measured ball. Digne showing good feet. Digne crosses. Cleared away.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Dembele, chance! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Saliba, too strong for his opponent there. France
Look like they're defending with more compactness now, certainly down the middle.
and what is that a reaction to, Jim?
Well, I think it's a move to combat the aerial threat in repelling those crosses.
João Pedro proves too strong. Brazil have a free kick. Marquinhos. Rafinha, and here's Rafinha, chance! Oh, the ball's come loose here. He's done very well to get to that.
Rafinha is offering a wry smile there.
Do it. Oh, it's Dembele. Mbappe, who's steaming forward. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
I just think, though, that was selfish and a little uncalled for him. He must have been aware that he had options to his left.
Decent progress down the left. Rafinha. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Olise. Upamecano. Saliba, driven forward. No, he's overshot the green. And it's played forward. Rafinha. Oh, super find. Vinicius Junior. Saliba looks to the other side. Gabriel. Vinicius Junior. Alexandro. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Olise. That's really well manoeuvred. Now this could be a chance. Mbappe! Oh, that was no routine save.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And he cuts out the supply. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Dembele. Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball. Alexandro. Vinicius Junior. João Pedro. Vinicius Junior. Gerson. Alexandro. He's having a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
João Pedro probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Moved on forwards. Succumbs to the pressure. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Dembele. Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Olise with the short one. Kunde's cross. That's well blocked, and back out it comes. And they've got a throw. It's Dembele! And it's Dembele. And here's Mbappe. Kone. Kunde. Olise! He scored! There seemed no way back, but they are level.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Kunde. Olise. Kone. It's Dembele! Straight at the keeper.
Well, he was always going to be settler.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Due. Now it's Olise. Kone. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Shapes to shoot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
They've played it short. Gerson. Gabriel shifted upfield. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Tchouaméni did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Saliba. And back to the keeper they go. Oh, nicely intercepted. Inyard played with finesse. And back to the goalkeeper.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
João Pedro. Nice physical challenge.
Brazil really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Rafinha wins the duel this time, and he shoots! Oh, should have put that away.
Rafinha fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Rafinha goes short. And here's Vinicius Junior. And it's Guimaraes. Bruno Guimaraes. And yet another chance goes to waste.
Brazil really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Koundé gets it away.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Koundé. Now he's wondering who wants it. Kone. Chouameni. Dembele played out towards the right wing. Koundé's cross. And that is good defending. It's been repelled.
France clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Great defending, strong and determined.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And he welcomes it in. Now it's João Pedro.
Brazil really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Alisson claims comfortable. Gabriel. Rafinha. He's in plenty of space here. He is just caressing the ball. Oh, what a pass!
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Takes a shot! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it. Chooses to go back. Kone with the clearance. And it's hoisted clear.
concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Now it's João Pedro. Could be danger here. Rafinha finds himself offside.
Brazil really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Keeper's got good distance on that. We expected better, and so did he. And it's Alexandro. That's good play. Rafinha! Rafinha! And somehow he managed to miss it. Saliba played towards the other side. The final 5 minutes. Olise spread out to the left. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Olise!
What an absolute shame. The composure and imagination to set himself free. He should be locked up after that.
Olise with the short one. Digne crosses. Defending of the desperate variety.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Vinicius Junior. Now it's João Pedro. He certainly caught him there, it's a free kick.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
It's Dembele! Bruno Guimaraes is there, and he can get that clear.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Now it's João Pedro. Over to the left.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Saliba aimed forwards. Digne. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Rafinha. Marquinhos. Gerson. Rafinha. Marquinhos. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Dembele. Very nicely done. They need to get it in quick. It is a corner. France are making a change now.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Well timed, excellent interception.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Dembele looking for a run-up. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. here's Elise. That's a bad place to challenge. What's he giving? The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
And he's there to clear it. Final second. And the finish! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Kone actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Olise. Digne. One good cross, maybe the last chance. Oh, nice touch. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And that's a dangerous ball. Koundé's cross. No, he didn't quite meet it right. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Out for a throw. Ball swung in. Keeper's dealt with that. Vinicius Junior getting this one clear. It really is now or never. They need a goal however it comes. Still inseparable. We have penalties.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
And it will be decided by the melodrama of penalties.